All right, guys, so check your answers with mine. You may want to pause this video. Some of them, like right here, I couldn't do because of the wording. So follow it up. Same thing over here. Follow those over there. That's a problem. That's one. And then that all is one. So check those. If you have questions, please, please, please let me know. All right, the good news is you do have an on-screen calculator, and so just to reiterate again, here is the button that you will use most to type this stuff in. So there's your parentheses, and there is where you change it from a positive to a negative. Looks very similar to your iPhone, so get in the habit of practicing with your phone or the computer on your laptop or desktop or iPad just to get some practice with these on-screen calculators. All right, if you have your book, open it up to follow along. If not, I'm going to read the question to you, but it would be beneficial if you could follow along. So number 2 on page 71 in your textbook says, the temperature on a cold day in January was -3 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so I've got -3 degrees Fahrenheit. When the sun went down, the temperature fell 5 degrees. Well, fell 5 degrees is going to correspond with going down. It's going to correspond with -5, right? It went down 5 more degrees. What was the temperature after the sun went down? And so what it's asking me to do is add those. So think about if I was on a thermometer. Here's 0. I've got -1, -2, -3. If it goes down 5 more, it's going to get more negative. And so that's going to correspond with -8 degrees Fahrenheit, which is letter B. Number 3. Number 3 says a case of pencil contains 24 boxes. So I've got 24 boxes of pencils within my case or within my bigger box, essentially. And then each box, so one box, contains 110 pencils. And the question is, how many pencils are in the whole case? Well, to find that, I'm going to multiply. And so I'm going to multiply the number of pencils in a case. Sorry, the number of pencils in a box, 110, times the number of cases. My words are off. The number of pencils in a box, 110, times the number of boxes in a case. So I'm going to get 110, times 24, which is going to give me 2,640 pencils per case, which is letter C. And then we're not going to do a Kahoot review, but I do want you to try those. Specifically, I want you to practice typing those into your calculator and then make sure you get out the correct answer. I will not be giving you the correct answer. That is for you to stop and do those on your own. I'll be checking those with your notebook check. All right, last thing we're going to do with this video specifically, but this part of our number and quantity is exponents. So we have a base and an exponent. Base is going to be the big number. Exponent is going to be the small superscript, which just means I write it up above. And so what our exponent means, 5 to the third, means that I'm going to write 5 3 times. And then, of course, I've got my multiplication between those. And so 5 to the third power, or 5 times 5 times 5, is going to be 125. Now, we're not going to look at all the exponents quite yet. we are going to specifically focus in on our squares. And then we'll come back to the other ones later on in the algebra section. So 1 by 1, there's our model of a 1 by 1. It's 1 by 1. And that is a total of 1. So 1 squared equals 1. Now these are inverses, which means the square root of 1, and I got that one from right here, equals, oops, wrong color, equals 1. Okay, a 2 by 2, I've got a total of 2 boxes by 2 boxes, or 1, 2, 3, 4. And so 2 squared is going to give me 4. And so the square root of 4, the square root of 4 equals 2. All right, 3 squared, I've got a 3 by 3, and 3 squared is going to equal 9. Well, then the square root of 9 is going to equal 3. The square root of 9 is going to equal 3. So we're going to continue on doing this all the way down, and you are going to be able to, I want you to finish it. You'll see it in the next video.